So welcome back to StarCraft 2. I have decided to do another video. And I'm fucking insane. Let's fucking go, baby. We're gonna do a fucking 1v1. We're gonna go with fucking Zerg. The one race that I'm actually somewhat decent at, and we're gonna kill some people. We gonna win today. We are absolutely gonna win. Let's see. Silver League Terran. So there's a few ways we can go about doing this. Best one though. Best one is Zergling Rush. Let's give them good luck, have fun. Namely, you want to get a couple drones and then a Overlord opening play. And it depends if you want to go early game or not. If you want to go early game, you build a spawning pool. If you want to go more mid to late, you want to build a hatchery. But we're gonna the funny, and we're gonna wait a couple seconds. I want to get this spawning pool as fast as I can because sometimes we can get in if they decide to build anything. And can these guys deploy creep yet? No. Okay, I need a layer for that. Okay, so we can't disrupt the Terrans this early in the game. However, our next thing is we're actually going to see if we can't get a hatchery, so that's why we're banking resources right now. Get that other hatchery up and going. We want to get that up really quick. And let's see. Almost done on our spawning pool. We want to have all our larvae ready, just so that we can spawn as many Zerglings as possible to make this work. Need about 6. So we'll go ahead and do that. And then next thing is we're going to focus on our queen. We want to get that queen because queens are awesome. So go ahead, get that queen. Still waiting on that hatchery. Got 3 Zerglings coming out. Gonna actually reinvest into getting 16 drones. That way it's a throwaway. If we win, we win. Well, fuck it. But even a silver tier Terran can fuck with a higher tier Zerg player. That is something that happens. It's just a fact of life, and we need to prepare for going into mid to late game already. I'm going to put both hatcheries on my hotbar just so I can access them and spawn as much as I need from them. And now that we've got our basic setup going, gonna toss a couple drones onto that. And I see that his Marines are actually beating me, but we've actually decided to tank his expansion, and that is monumental. Gonna go ahead spawn some more drones. But we're gonna run away from these Marines. We also want to tank that expansion. Yeah, we're just gonna run away. We don't need to fight this. And we're actually just gonna spawn more Zerglings, and we're gonna hope we get lucky. Gonna go ahead and build yet another hatchery. We're gonna go for a 3rd expansion. We delayed his expansion, which is really nice. Gonna get a layer as soon as we can too. We do need to fold more into some of this other stuff here. We want to get that layer. We want to get our Hydralisk going. We also want to fold in, get some more drones. But we're gonna go ahead, go here. And we're actually gonna start attacking some of this debris. We want to have a more streamlined approach to its base. Gonna get some more drones here. Get some more larvae. Toss a couple more drones onto gas. Gonna get a couple more drones everywhere across the board. And now that we've got all our Zerglings here, we're just gonna bring them over. We're gonna see if we can't tank that expansion. And we need more Overlords. Gonna go ahead and bring these guys down here. We're not going to immediately attack, we're just gonna engulf. And we're gonna run away. So what we want to do down here is attack all the guys. Okay, he's got siege tank, we're just running. There's no winning that, and I think we have fucked up. And that is entirely my fault. We're going to spawn a ton more Zerglings, and we're going to get that metallic boot, or a metabolic boost, or whatever. Lurkers ready to go, but we definitely need far more drones than we've been doing. We may want to go for a Baneling Nest too. That can definitely help us in the short term. We can evolve those Zerglings into Banelings, and that'll help tremendously. Probably want to spread a little bit more creep just so our guys have a lot more range of motion. We're actually going to fold into a higher economic output too. We want to have some queens everywhere, but we're kind of running tight ship on econ right now. And a lot of this is absolutely my fault, but it is definitely extremely hard to fight Terran right now. They're held up and they're boxed in, which reminds me, what we can do is we can go for Ultralisk as well. We want to pursue as many different paths as we can as Zerg, but regardless, we're gonna go ahead and get a ton of Banelings right there. We're gonna let those Banelings go first on that assault, get as many drones as we can, but we do need Overlords. We need to keep a better tab on that. And now we've got this. what I'm going to do is I'm going to send my banelings into attack, and I've got the zerglings ready to exploit any sort of opening here. And gonna tank this as fast as I can. Alright, there we go. There we go. So we've harassed him enough. Gonna go ahead and run away. But we've definitely been harassing him sufficiently to be an asshole. We also gotta be careful with that. He'll realize that and he'll use that against us. But as Zerg, you wanna attack. Kinda like orcs, you wanna have a lot of Daka. Okay, like Daka's your main resource here. It's how you buy time. And I do need more Vespene gas before I can get a hive, but we're gonna go ahead and expand some of this. Gonna get a ton of queens, honestly. I should have went for a hive, that's fine. Gonna fold into Hydralisk. We want to avoid getting dropped on. And we need to increase the movement speed of our Hydralisk. Gonna spam as many drones as we can right here. We've definitely slowed his pace. We can evolve a hatchery now. And we're gonna get a ton more drones. Just spawn them down in the south. Go ahead, get that fully operating. Gonna get this creep tumor a bit closer. Gonna take this queen, and I'm actually just gonna spread creep here. I don't have all my units in the same location. He's built a wall. I'm gonna get a lurker den as well. That is something else I do definitely want to have, is a lurker den. Those are nice. He did tank one of our expansions. We've been doing the same thing to him all game. We'll just build a couple more spores right there, right there. We do need to protect our other expansions. Build a couple spores right there, and we need to go on the offensive pretty soon. And we need to get our Ultralisks den all the way up. Regardless, gonna send our army out this way. We want to double check, make sure he hasn't done shit. And yep, there he is, there he is. Get this medevacs out of here. And we did lose a lot of our army right there, so we might be a little screwed here, but that's completely fine. Now, I am running into the issue of larvae, and that is my fault. Gonna get a Nidus network too. I want to evolve my lurkers as much as I can. Now, I'm gonna take what forces I have here. I'm just gonna double check, make sure he's not camping that. And I'm gonna take one of my drones, and I'm going to build right here. And because we have oodles of minerals just in the bank, we're gonna do a neat little strat of build everywhere. That is an amazing strat because it forces him to attack a lot of these outposts on the map. It's just awesome. Regardless, it also spreads creep, and creep is amazing. Now, we need to re-indict our expansion back into our network, but we need a lot of Hydralisks first. Another thing we need to do is start building up our research, because we've neglected that all game just to focus on units. Gonna get a couple of those, get a ton of Zerglings, but we also need more Overlords too. Now, what we can do is definitely get upgrades on these Hydralisks, those are nice. And we've got a bunch of Hydralisks back at base. And we got a ton more Zerglings too, that's nice. We can also get the Zergling upgrade, that'll be nice. And once we get enough in a moment, we'll go ahead and go for the little Baneling upgrade. And you can queue, I don't know if many people know this, you can actually queue larvae spawn. That's how you get to do more with less. Now we've got sufficient production capacity, we can actually just spam units. We're probably gonna get a bunch of drones back on point. We're also running really close to our limit for overlords. So I'm just gonna take some of these extra expansions, use their larvae to build overlords. Now we're really tight on money, but we can get an Ultralisk here in a moment. That'll definitely help. So we are definitely running a tight ship on economy right now. And what I can also do is select all these exterior hatcheries and put them into my network here. And what he doesn't know is I've got a hatchery like right next to his bitch ass. So what I can do is just spawn a ton of those, get a ton of these, and I'll have units en masse. But yeah, as soon as we get everything onto creep, it'll be great. We'll get some creep spreading that way, we'll get some creep spreading this way. And yeah, definitely taking assault from here. We're getting attacked from there. He's definitely going to start trying to target some of our shit, and that's fine. That's kind of the point of the exterior expansions, is we don't actually want him to start attacking our main base. and we need to start getting some of these ground upgrades. We're running a tight ship on gas, and we can definitely fix that real quick, so we'll go ahead and do that. But we're gonna just scout this out, make sure he doesn't have that expansion. Gonna see up here how he's got this set up. Okay, he's just got this little guy right here. Gonna take that out. We're gonna go for the expansion, actually. Just gonna get a ton of Zerglings. And because he's got no base here, what we can do is just go really into destroying that expansion. And as soon as we get that kill, it'll be great. Okay, never mind, we fucked up. But we can get some Ultralisks on Q. And we've already got one, so it's not an entire loss. Gonna put that on there. We've taken out his sensor array. Okay, and we forgot to grab this and put it on our control one. That's why we don't have larvae. Get a couple more Ultralisks. Get a ton of Zerglings. That is our issue right now, is we've got a lot of base expansion, we just don't have a lot of actual development. We're very underdeveloped for Zerg right now. It's just very difficult to run both attack and everything together. I'm gonna use these Zerglings right here, going from the south of the map, and we're just gonna scout out what we got here. He's got a marine ball of death right there, and that can work for him. It can also work against him. Now that he's got a nuclear launch, we might as well just go down south, just fuck it, because there's no way we can counteract that right this second. We don't have any anti-air units, and that's fine. But what we can do is go up through here, and we're gonna kill that sea tank. You know, fuck it, let's kill this shit. We got tons of armor on our guys, and what I really hate is that sort of strat right there, where he's able to just do that. But yeah, it's definitely a huge pain in the ass when they can just like spam stop start and you can't do anything about it. Now I am curious where he launched that nuke. I'm not entirely sure. It's not too terribly important, but it'd be great info. Now I am still running these upgrades, so those will be important for later. I know this is just fucking nuked here right now, but it's just really difficult to do both. I don't think people realize how hard it is to build an economy and fight simultaneously. So we're gonna go ahead and get more Zerglings, and we're actually going to get our forces more built up. There's not really all that much we can do here, but what we can do is go ahead and build a couple spine crawlers here, just delay them a bit. And like I said, we are running a tight ship on money right now. Fuck it, let's go for it. And yeah, that's GG. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it's been fun, educational on what not to do as Zerg. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great day. Like and subscribe, and take care.